This is Sydney
and Sydney,
and this is our deforestation video. Sydney, what is deforestation?
is the clearing or destroying of trees by purpose or by natural causes. So Sydney, what is the issue with this deforestation?
The issue is it's causing disruption in wildlife habitats and animal homes are being destroyed. Like this tree that houses birds.
The tree.
Along with causing loss of habitat, it's also causing desertification, soil erosion, fewer crops, flooding, and greenhouse gases. This is an example of
Deforestation. An example of deforestation right here is this field. Yes, this field, deforestation. Remember that. This is an example of deforestation, which is flooding.
Deforestation also goes hand in hand with flooding. It causes more flooding situations.
Okay, so what that picture we just showed shows you is there's a hillside that isn't deforested, and then there's a hillside that was deforested. And so then what the trees do is the roots stabilize the soil, so when the rain falls, the soil doesn't erode as much. And also, like, trees, since they have leaves, the leaf litter also helps like the fertility of the soil, so then we have better soil for agriculture. And it also, trees help the flow of water easily, and without that trees and absorbing the water that comes down, then so what happens when you see all this flooding from deforestation is if your small town is surrounded by like hills and you cut all the trees, it's gonna go straight into your town and you're just gonna get flooded out basically.
What are the effects on the environment, Sydney?
Well, the biggest effect on the environment is when farmers cut down trees for grazing livestock and to plant crops.
This is what we cut down the fields for. Hi. Well, look at the camera. Okay. Burning wood as fuel is also another big contributor to deforestation, along with logging.
So what are some of the effects in the future?
Some of the effects in the future are that many species could end up going extinct because many animals all over the world live in forests all over, we could also lose some of the foods we eat, apple trees. And then, seeing as there won't be as many trees, greenhouse gases in the atmosphere will become more abundant, and that would burn through the ozone layer, and we're all going to get really bad sunburns. Sydney, what could be some compromises of the food web?
Well, some species are getting extinct or less of because we're cutting down their habitat and the forests which they live in, which then they can't find their food to eat. Okay, so South America's rainforests are responsible for 20% of Earth's oxygen, and so the rainforests there are disappearing at 4 hectares a decade, which equals pretty much like 2 football fields a decade, which doesn't seem a lot, but it is because they're responsible for 20% of our oxygen. That's huge.
So, and in comparison with that, even though it's only 2 football fields per decade in South Africa?
South America.
South America. Throughout the world, it actually ends up equaling 20 football fields per minute for deforestation, which is a lot of trees. Oh, are you going? Okay. An example of some species that are going extinct in the rainforest are koalas, pigs, and black panthers.
Ooh. So if we recycle, and we recycle like plastics and papers and adopt consumerism, we can limit how many trees are being cut down. Okay. It will also reduce the company exports and government exports from forest regions all around the world to reduce how many trees we're cutting down.
Some other proposed solutions to limit deforestation is putting laws on timber usage, wood fuel, and replanting trees in place of where trees had been previously cut down to either make use of architectural advances and or farming.
Another plan that we can implement by ourselves and all together throughout the community is by planting more trees.
Such as these silver maples right here in your own backyard.
Remember, another good reason to save the trees and stop deforestation is because they're also fun to climb. So, thank you for watching our deforestation video.
Jump down.
Jumping.
Along with the loss of habitat, it's also causing desert fixation, soil erosion, and fewer
You're waiting, come on.
He's eating my shoe.
Alrighty.
Okay, watch out. You stay in. You will. You still work, aren't you? Quick, escape. No. Beep, beep. I don't want to pinch your head in, but get it out. Aha! I win.
Maybe you can take off my hat.